On the morning of 28th February 1997, after months of preparation, including extensive reconnoitering of their intended target, the Bank of America branch located at 6600 Laurel Canyon Boulevard, Phillips and Mataserano armed themselves with a semi-automatic HK-91 and several illegally converted weapons, 2 Norinco Type 56S rifles, a fully automatic Norinco Type 56S1, and a fully automatic Bushmaster XM15 dissipator. Dang, these guys are out there.
That's the Bushmaster right there.
Mm-hmm.
With numerous clips.
Numerous.
Why the hell? All they need is the Bushmaster or either one of these guns. They don't need all of them.
I mean, they got the fully automatic, too. They ain't messing around with those semi.
And what do the cops have? Probably AK-47s, maybe?
Maybe.
The robbers filled a jam jar with gasoline and placed it in the back seat with the intention of setting the car and weapons on fire to destroy evidence after the robbery.
Okay.
Phillips wore roughly 40 pounds of equipment, including a type, is that IIA bulletproof vest and groin guard, or 11A?
3A?
3A? A load-bearing vest with multiple military ammo pouches and several pieces of homemade body armor created from spare vests covering his shins, thighs, and forearms.
Okay, so he's ready to roll.
That's the way you do it right there.
Right. Dang. Mataserano wore only a Type 3A bulletproof vest, but included a metal trauma plate to protect vital organs.
Okay.
Additionally, each man had a watch sewn onto the back of one glove in order to monitor their timing. Okay,
Sewn. They make sure they weren't leaving that.
And get a watch
losing
on your wrist, or falls off or something, right? Before entering, they took the barbiturate phenobarbital. What? Before entering, they took the barbiturate phenobarbital.
Sure. What would it be? What's the street name for that?
It's a sedative of some sort.
Luminol.
Luminol. Okay.
Treatment of certain types of epilepsy in developing countries. I'm sure they got them. What would it make him focus or something?
I guess. Yeah.
Oh, decreased level of consciousness along with decreased effort to breathe. Why?
So they ain't freaking out.
Maybe, to get their heart rate down.
Calm down. Yeah, I guess.
So they could shoot, I'm assuming. Oh, right there. Could have just got raided.
Right. Before entering...
Calm their nerves. That's what they did it
They
for.
took a medication that is sort of a sedative that Matt Serrano was taking to calm their nerves. The forensic toxicology laboratory of the coroner's office later also found ephedrine and phenylpropanolamine. What the?
Phenylpropanolamine?
Yeah. Phenylpropanolamine in Phillips's blood and dilantin in Madison. These guys are all
They're all
kinds of
just
stuff.
hopped up on
A bunch of pill
everything.
poppers.
Holy shit. Phillips and Mataserano driving a white 87 Chevrolet Celebrity. Wow.
Hey.
Arrived at the Bank of America branch at the intersection of Laurel Canyon and Archwood Street in North Hollywood around 9:17 a.m. Set their watch alarms for 8 minutes. The police response time they had estimated.
Right.
So it took them 8 minutes to get to a bank robbery call. Mm-hmm. To come up with this time frame, Phillips had used a radio scanner to monitor police transmissions prior to the robbery. As the two were walking in, they were spotted by 2 LAPD officers, Lauren Farrell and Martin Perello. You didn't get that into account, did you?
Right.
Who were driving down Laurel Canyon in a patrol car. Officer Farrell issued a call on the radio, 15A43, requesting assistance. We have a possible 211 in progress at the Bank of America. 211, obviously, the code for robbery. Dang, so they busted right away. Their plan is gone.
They might have got away.
Could have.
As they entered the bank, each armed with the Norinco Type 56S1 rifle.
Yeah, it doesn't help when they're all armed out in body armor
Right.
and
You can't
carrying
hide that
70 guns.
Can't hide that shit.
Stupid.
Phillips and Mataserano forced a customer leaving the ATM lobby near the entrance into the bank and onto the floor. A security guard inside saw the scuffle and the heavily armed robbers and radioed his partner. Well, his partner was in the parking lot, and he said, "Call the police." The call was not received.
Oh, wow.
Phillips shouted, "This is a fucking holdup!"
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
That's what he said.
Right. Before he and Mataserano opened fire into the ceiling in an attempt to scare approximately 30 bank staff and customers and to discourage resistance.
I think that would do it.
Right. A couple bullets to the ceiling.
Well, Phillips then shot open the bulletproof door, which was designed to resist only low velocity rounds.
Right.
And gain access to the tellers in the vault. The robbers forced assistant manager John Villagrana, to open the vault, and he obliged and began to fill the robber's money bag. Well, at least they didn't play the old, it's on a time lock.
Or, I don't know, it changes every 24 hours. I got to check my email.
And then they get hit with the gun a couple times before they give it up. Well, however, due to a change in the bank's delivery schedule, the vault contained significantly less than the $750,000 the gunman had expected. Phillips, enraged at this development, argued with Villagrana and demanded more.
Hey, got to get more. Wow.
They went in all out for $750,000 when they just robbed like $1.5 million in a truck or something.
See, these guys get dumb.
It's just stupid.
I think it's about the thrill, or
I guess.
In an apparent show of frustration, Phillips then fired a full drum magazine of 75 rounds into the bank's safe, destroying much of the remaining money.
What an idiot.
Phillips then attempted to open a bank's ATM, but due to a change in policies, the branch manager no longer had access to the money inside. Before leaving, they probably had the Brinks guys come in.
So whoever owned the ATM machine, right?
Before leaving, the robbers locked the hostages into the bank vault. In the end, the two left with that's worthless, $303,305, and 3 die packs, which later exploded, ruining the money they stole.
No, I don't know when die packs were first used, but wouldn't that be the first thing you make sure they don't put in the damn bag?
And no die packs, you sons of bitches.
When were these guys first used? Banks for robbery causes assault against permanently marked. 1965 invented.
Right.
So they've been using them.
You think, right?
Idiots. So these guys should have known.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Screwed.
Done.
None of that's salvageable either. None. Everything's got a little bit on it.
Yeah. That's terrible. So all the money they got's gone.
Gone.
Which later exploded anyway. It doesn't matter anyhow.
Damn, dude. This is outside the bank. All these cars there, and then a bunch blocking all the entrance or the exits.
That's ridiculous.
Well, it's good for them. Outside, the first responding officers heard gunfire from the bank and made another radio call for additional units before taking cover behind their patrol car. Weapons trained on the bank doors. While the robbers were still inside, more patrol and detective units arrived and took strategic positions at all 4 corners of the bank, effectively surrounding it. At about 9:24, this is like, 8 minutes?
All right.
8 minutes, yeah. This is when they all got there, too. Phillips exited through the north doorway after spotting a police cruiser 200 feet away, opened fire for several minutes.
Dang.
Wounding 7 officers and 3 other civilians. 7 minutes, you're firing for all that long, you only injure people? I mean, come on. He also fired at an LAPD helicopter flown by Charles D. Piragui Jr., which was surveying above, forcing it to withdraw to a safer distance.
Right.
He briefly retreated inside, then reemerged through the north doorway while Mataserano exited through the south exit.
Okay.
So Mataserano's the one that has all the body armor, though, right?
No, it's Phillips.
Oh, yeah, only a Type 3A.
While Phillips and Mataserano began to engage the officers, firing sporadic bursts into the patrol cars that had been positioned on Laurel Canyon in front of the bank. Officers, armed with standard Beretta 92FS 9mm pistols, Smith & Wesson Model 1538 special revolvers, and a 12-gauge Ithaca Model 37 pump-action shotgun, immediately returned fire. The officers' weaponry could not penetrate the body armor worn by Phillips and Mataserano, and most of the LAPD officers' service pistols had insufficient range and poor accuracy. Yes, these guys can only shoot 20, 30 feet accurately.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all these guys carry AKs in their trunk now after this.
Right.
Or ARs at least.
Yeah, these guys are getting lit up.
And an officer was heard on the LAPD police frequency approximately 10 to 15 minutes into the shootout, warning other officers that they should not stop the getaway vehicle. They've got automatic weapons. There's nothing we have that can stop them. Additionally, see, these guys could have just took off.
Right.
Additionally, the officers were pinned down by the heavy spray of gunfire coming from the robbers, making it difficult to attempt a headshot.
I mean, they had it. They're smart.
Several officers acquired 5 AR-15 style rifles from a nearby gun store to combat the robbers.
Nice.
Yeah, good for them, but do they know how to use them?
Right. Well, first of all, they had to take a 15-minute training session first. Right. 2 locations adjacent to the north parking lot provided good cover for the officers and detectives. Police likely shot Phillips and his rifle with their handguns, while Phillips was still firing and taking cover near the 4 vehicles adjacent to the north wall of the bank: a gray Honda Civic, a Ford Explorer, a white. We don't care what color the Ford Explorer is. Whatever. Right. A white Acura Legend and a Chevy Celebrity.
I'm guessing the one they had.
Right. One of the location that Officer Zielinski of Valley Traffic Division, he wasn't an officer, used for cover was the Del Taco restaurant, West Wall. Nice. Del Taco got to be on the news that day.
Taco.
351 feet from Phillips, so still quite a distance with the little 9mm. He ain't hitting nobody with that shit.
So they likely shot him at this point, apparently.
Supposedly.
Officer Zielinski fired 86 9mm rounds at Phillips. Damn. And may have hit Phillips at least once.
You would
would hope so.
Holy.
I mean, they do have armor.
Yeah, it's 300 feet away.
What's exposed on him? His hands and his
Face.
Right. His neck for sure. The other location that proved advantageous for the LAPD was the backyard of 6641 Agnes Avenue. Cinder block wall provided cover for detectives who shot at and may have struck Phillips with 9mm rounds from their pistols.
Okay.
Detective Bancroft fired 17 rounds, and Detective Harley fired between 15 and 24 at Phillips from a distance of approximately 55 feet. Well, that's a good one.
They don't know that.
So they're right there.
They don't keep track of their bullets.
Right, approximately.
Approximately my ass. They know the exact number.
That one movie where he counts all the bullets and he knows what everybody has left.
Right.
And then they turn on him.
That's a lot of
Oh no, that's
Hell on Wheels.
no, The Last Outlaw with Mickey Rourke.
Oh, yeah. After Mazzarano backed the Chevrolet Celebrity out of the handicapped space in the north parking lot, so Mazzarano got into the vehicle. He's ready to roll.
Oh yeah.
Phillips received a gunshot wound to his left wrist based upon helicopter news footage that showed him react to pain.
Oh.
So they're like, I think we just shot one of
I
the...
think we got him.
At the same approximate time, LAPD gunfire struck the Heckler and Koch rifle that Phillips was firing, rendering it inoperable. Nice. Phillips discarded it, rearmed himself with another assault rifle from the trunk of the sedan. So I bet Maserati's like, Maserati. Mazzarano, he's probably like, dude,
What are you doing? Get in the
get
damn
in
car.
the car.
Well, the money's already destroyed. Now we're
Right.
just sitting here for nothing.
Jeez,
After
reliable SWAT
LAPD,
team, right?
yeah, LAPD radio operators received a second officer down call from the police at the shootout. A tactical alert was issued. The SWAT team, Donnie Anderson, Steve Gomez, Peter Weiereder, and Richard Massa arrived 18 minutes after the shooting had begun.